Fantastic. And interestingly though, so you mentioned that your dad's been on the bag for you.
Oh, but in practice, not during them. We're not when I play.
Oh, right. Okay. No, sorry. Because one of the things that's come up with a few of the podcasts that we've done, with Michelle Holmes, Laura Landon Holmes in America, and a couple of others as well, is we've spoken about the relationship between a parent and a player in terms of that, parent caddy, relationship. How would you, I think it'd be good to sort of, again, just to reflect back whilst on that subject. How was your relationship with your father when you were getting into golf? Because I know that the dynamic between parents and player can be quite unique. What was your own experience of that? And are there any particular things that you looked at from your dad that you thought, looking back, oh, that was amazing, I'm glad he did that? And is there anything that you can pass on to, to our viewers that parents might see upon themselves and think, do you know what, that's something I can do as well?
Yeah, all I can say is, like, both my mum and dad were super supportive of my dreams. They, you can see how hard your kid works and if they want something, and all parents need to do is provide the opportunity for the kid to go and play in a tournament, like to go and practice. Like, my dad would pick me up every day after school and he'd just take me to practice and be there with me and help me pick up the balls, and just like things like that for kids makes it easier to go and train. And providing the opportunity to play in events, obviously financial contribution is important too. But once you get to a certain age, obviously kids are going to rebel against their parents. I got to an age where I just hated dad being there, and like he would try and not control but put his own 2 cents in all the time, and I was trying to find my own 2 feet and my independence within myself and my game. And it was tough, but I think over time, it's taken a long time, but we've both learned how we work, and he's learned when not to say something, and I've learned also when not to get grumpy with him.
Oh, at what age do you think your mindset
because I know
changed?
at the end of the day, all parents want to do it is to help.
No, of course. I think that's the thing with Isaac and the journey that we're going on. Is Isaac's 8, and we've got Leo that's 2, that's showing a love of golf already. But I think that the overwhelming advice that we've got is very much what you said, really, is to be supportive. And as Isaac gets towards 9, he's 9 in July. We're focusing on independent golf. So, I carry the bag when I caddy for him on local competitions on a Saturday. He makes his own club choices. He tees the ball up himself. But I still think, like, one of the challenges is that, and it doesn't concern me, it doesn't bother me in any way, shape or form where he hits the ball. But I think it's trying to get Isaac over when he hits a bad shot and he's disappointed with himself, picking him up. And I think that's probably the one thing that I'm trying to do as much as I can, to basically just try and put him at ease with, because he's got very high expectations of himself. There's no pressure from me, but also at the same time, it's just managing that emotional development that he's going through as a young boy as well.
And that's all you can do is be supportive and positive. And I remember when I was his age, and I would get so grumpy, and angry about, and perfection had to be perfect. But over time, and as you mature, you learn that you don't have to be perfect to score well, and you engine. It was actually really interesting. I played with this little autistic boy couple of weeks ago, and just the way that he thought on the golf course compared to me when I was his age was vastly different. All he cared about was course management, and I want it there, I want to hit it there, never talked about a technical part of his swing at all the whole day. And I was like, oh my God, I wish I could not be bothered about that. It was cool. I think it just comes with, growing up and figuring out who he is, and